Welcome to a secluded tropical island, home to the newly opened cryptid and animal sanctuary. The grand opening is finally here, but something's missing. In fact, there's only one residence, a tiny kappa. After being abandoned and left hungry, this little creature now needs your care. Armed with cucumbers and a lot of patience, it is your job to nurse this shy cryptid back to its health. But this is only the beginning. As the sanctuary grows, so will the variety of magical creatures you'll encounter. Who knows what other cryptids will show up next. Hey everyone, I'm Talon, and this is my very first game development project. I always had a passion for exotic animals in nature, and that's what inspires me to create my little kappa. I thought it would be interesting to combine those interests into a pet simulator game where you take care of mythological cryptids in a sanctuary that's entirely naturalistic, built with bamboo walls, plant fibers, and lush surroundings. In my little kappa, you're responsible for feeding and taking care of a tiny kappa by feeding it cucumbers. And although it might sound simple, trust me, there's more to come as the sanctuary expands. I know right from the start I wanted the game to feel complete and polished, so I needed a start menu. This added a bit of difficulty because everything needs to be in the right place for it to work smoothly, and for the design, I drew inspiration from other pet simulators, keeping it simple, yet visually appealing. The color scheme actually took a page out of Burger King's multi-paleted design. It has a warm, cozy vibe that fits with the tone of the game. I thought about adding floral patterns, but ultimately I decided that simplicity was better, just like in the reference. I kept the button design pixelated but distinct, with vertical pill shapes for the start button. I played around with the shading, and after a little bit too much cross-hatching, I toned it down with some subtle cell shading to make the text pop. I started the project in Scratch because it's a simple visual way to code, which works perfectly for someone that's more comfortable with art rather than coding. Initially, I used placeholder assets, and I wasn't really focused on the visuals just yet, getting down the mechanics down. Once the mechanics were solid, I began working on the art. The sanctuary is designed to feel natural and immersive. I even created clusters of bamboos to add depths and to make the world feel cozy and alive. The kappa design itself was inspired by Pokemon and Yokai Watch, and some traditional Japanese interpretation of the artwork, keeping the style warm and cohesive. And of course, the cucumbers are simple, with green textures and ridges, plus a subtle outline to make them stand out. Transferring the code to the placeholder art to the finished assets was one of the trickiest parts. Scratch is simple, but moving everything into place while maintaining the game's logic took some tweaking. Eventually I got it to work, and now the game feels cohesive. The final product has a simple start menu with just one button to get you right into feeding your tiny kappa. And by the way, you can play it on itch.io or the official Scratch site as a browser game. And finally, I've been working on something really special for October, a Halloween project. But here's the catch. If I don't finish this game on the 31st of October, then I'll have to face serious costs. If I miss the deadline, the entire project will be postponed indefinitely, and that's not a risk I'm willing to take. Finishing this Halloween game on time is crucial, and it's a challenge I can't afford to fail, so wish me luck. And if you're curious about the process, stick around because there's a lot more to come in the future. If you're curious about how I made all those art assets for my little kappa, you can check out the full time-lapse video. No commentary, just a soothing process, bringing this game to life. Click on the screen card to watch it.